Just a few words about myself to give context. I lived in Israel half my life. I served in the IDF for 3 years. And since 2014, I've been involved in different peace-building initiatives between Israelis and Palestinians. I've had the privilege of moderating dozens of conversations between both sides, and between my time in the IDF and my time doing this peace building, it's really allowed me to understand the conflict from many different perspectives. And on a personal note, I have been affected by this conflict. I've lost 4 friends to war and to terror attacks. And even in this recent wave of violence with the attacks in the South, my sister had 2 friends abducted. So it hits close to home. And it's very easy to lose hope and fall into despair when we see this happen. And there's this unseen consequence of war that we don't hear about, right? On the news, they talk about how many people have been killed, how many have been injured. But what about the populations that have been radicalized, that have been traumatized? With each wave of violence, our populations are farther away from each other, less oriented towards peace. And this is really how we get to a situation where you have so many people endorsing or committing actions that are seemingly evil, but they're actually not evil people. These same people who can commit evil acts love their children, they love their neighbors, and they're compassionate towards these people. It's that one group is in their in-group, the other's in their out-group. And there's no real easy solution to this, but we should strive to create a world where the whole world is our in-group, and that we don't have enemies, and we don't feel the need to endorse and commit acts of evil against other people. Maybe I'd like to end it just with a story to give some hope in times of despair. Without hope, we have no chance to create the world we deserve to live in. When these attacks occurred, I had a few Palestinian friends, including one from Gaza, reach out to me to see if me and my family are okay. They genuinely cared for my well-being. There are Israelis and Palestinians who care about one another. And no one really has all the answers for how to solve this conflict, but connecting with the other side, learning about them, learning about their narrative, understanding their struggle, their fears, their concerns, their aspirations and hopes. And this isn't only relevant to Israel and Palestine. We can do this across the world with all people in conflict, get to know people on the other side. So while I don't have the answers, I do know this. If every Israeli had a Palestinian friend and every Palestinian had an Israeli friend, we'd be that much closer to peace. So that's the world we should try to create. Thank you all.